I mean, I don't know if you guys been getting clues from me from my lives or from my stories when I put some certain music or from my own followings. I'm just letting y'all know what's gonna happen next. Well, we're gonna get a divorce. People are gonna be mad nosy, mad happy.
All right, let's get into the mess of it all. Because when it comes to Cardi B and Offset, drama is never in short supply. Just when fans thought their highly publicized split might finally be settling down, the two have taken their feud to a whole new level. Explosive accusations, messy social media exchanges, and even allegations involving family members, this story has everything you'd expect from a headline-grabbing celebrity breakup, and then some. So buckle up, because we're diving headfirst into all the juicy details of this toxic fallout.
And then he just like screaming and just throwing things, throwing up, running all over, and I was so scared.
Let's start with the latest spark that reignited this firestorm. Cardi B, fed up with the back and forth, publicly demanded that Offset sign their divorce papers, and she made it loud and clear on social media. "Sign the papers today," she wrote, as if she were trying to slam the final nail into the coffin of their already chaotic relationship. Offset, however, wasn't about to let that slide. His response: he's not signing anything until they come to an agreement about sharing custody of their 3 children. And just like that, the gloves were off, and what should have been a private legal negotiation turned into an all-out war for the world to see.
I don't care to find out because I've been single for a minute now, but I have been afraid to
This all exploded just days after the pair reunited at a Miami nightclub for Offset's birthday. Fans had hoped that maybe, just maybe, this was a sign of some kind of truce. But nope, that brief moment of cordial behavior quickly gave way to a nasty exchange on X, the platform formerly known as Twitter. During the feud, Offset accused Cardi of being overly focused on dating and intimacy instead of her music career, saying, "Everybody can see it. All you talk about is this and being in clubs. No music, no nothing, just drama." If there's one thing Offset knows how to do, it's hitting where it hurts. Cardi's fans have been calling her out for years over the lack of a new album since her debut project in 2018, and Offset knew exactly how to twist that knife.
I just took it as a sign. So I wanna start 2024 fresh.
But Cardi wasn't about to sit back and let him take shots without clapping back. "You sound like a dummy," she wrote, firing back with the kind of energy that's made her a social media icon. "Trying to be fake nice after you did what you wanted from the beginning, pushing a narrative to these people. Congratulations. Now sign the papers today." If there's one thing about Cardi, it's that she doesn't hold back. And she made it clear she's ready to move on with her life without Offset.
We need to work on our We need to work on our communication. There's things that he gotta work on, there's things that I gotta work on.
Of course, this isn't the first time we've seen these two at each other's throats in public. Their relationship has been a roller coaster from the start. They secretly tied the knot in 2017, but the honeymoon phase didn't last long. Rumors of infidelity plagued them early on, with Offset repeatedly accused of stepping out. Cardi filed for divorce for the first time in 2020, only to reconcile a few months later after Offset made a series of public apologies and grand gestures. But now, it seems like the damage is too deep to repair, and Cardi is determined to end things for good. And let's not forget the jaw-dropping allegations that have surfaced in recent weeks. Offset has accused Cardi of being unfaithful during her last pregnancy, claiming she hooked up with someone else while carrying their 3rd child. Cardi didn't exactly deny it either. She responded with a cryptic post on X that simply said, "and did." The internet, of course, went wild, with fans and critics alike dissecting every word and trying to piece together the timeline of their messy relationship. If Offset's accusations are true, it adds yet another layer to the complicated web of betrayal and mistrust that's defined their marriage.
I don't consider they were back together because the answer of getting back together is not a good night at the club and the night long.
But wait, it gets even messier. In leaked private messages, Offset's alleged behavior behind the scenes has come to light, and it's not a good look for him. According to the messages, Offset reportedly forced one of his side partners to terminate a pregnancy while convincing Cardi to keep hers around the same time. If true, it paints a disturbing picture of manipulation and control, and it's no wonder Cardi has been so vocal about wanting to cut ties. She even called him out in the messages for failing to stand up for her when his family allegedly disrespected her and their children. "You couldn't even stand up like a man," she wrote, blasting him for always letting others walk all over her.
I feel like we love each other. I love Offset and he loves me. But, we've been together for such a long time.
And then there's the issue of Offset's mother, who Cardi claims broke into her home and stole from her. Yes, you heard that right. Cardi has accused her soon-to-be ex-mother-in-law of robbing her, which is just about as outrageous as it gets. Offset, for his part, hasn't addressed this particular accusation. But it's clear that the tension between Cardi and his family has added more fuel to an already blazing fire. It's not just Offset's family that Cardi has targeted. In recent statements, she accused Offset of interfering in her personal life. Cardi claimed that every time she tries to move on or explore new relationships, Offset intervenes by messaging or threatening the men she's involved with. She expressed frustration, pointing out that while she doesn't involve herself with the women Offset is with, he seems intent on disrupting her attempts to date. Fans believe Offset's behavior might be driven by jealousy or a reluctance to let Cardi fully move on, despite his public indifference toward her dating life.
A lot of my fans be badging me and be dragging me.
Offset, however, has countered these claims, accusing Cardi of hypocrisy. He alleged that while she portrays herself as a victim, she has also tried to control his actions. In our deleted post, Offset suggested that Cardi had reached out to his friends or women linked to him, attempting to gather information or sabotage his relationships. He implied that she isn't entirely blameless, leaving fans to speculate about the undisclosed details of their ongoing conflict. This back and forth has led many to believe that both are more focused on one-upping each other than resolving their differences. What's particularly striking is how quickly the narrative shifts between accusations and reconciliation. Just a few days before this latest blow-up, Cardi had spoken positively about their ability to co-parent without drama, calling it the healthiest phase of their separation so far. But that optimism didn't last long. The nightclub encounter for Offset's birthday seemed to reignite all the unresolved tension between them. While some fans speculated that Cardi's appearance at the club was a peace offering, others think it was an intentional move to provoke Offset. Either way, the moment quickly devolved into the mess fans have come to expect from the pair.
Good news in the entertainment world this morning. The one and only Cardi B is pulling the plug on her marriage again, filing for divorce from Offset.
Adding to the chaos, leaked audio from one of Cardi's private X-Basis sessions surfaced the cell online, where she vented about feeling stuck in a cycle of drama. In the recording, Cardi admitted she's exhausted by all the back and forth, but said she doesn't know how to fully cut ties with Offset because of their shared history. It's not even about love anymore, she reportedly said. It's about control and who gets the last word. This raw confession resonated with fans, many of whom took to social media to express sympathy for her situation. Still, others were quick to criticize her for continuing to air her personal issues online, arguing that she's only fueling the fire by keeping the drama so public.
And it's in sources with direct knowledge close to the couple tell TMZ that the split has nothing to do with the latest cheating rumors. So,
as if all of this weren't enough, Offset decided to double down on his attacks, calling Cardi out for allegedly paying blogs to publish lies about him. He even went so far as to suggest that her career is floundering because she's more focused on stirring up drama than getting into the studio. Drop the album and go up, he wrote, throwing more shade at her professional struggles. Fans were quick to point out the irony of Offset criticizing Cardi's music output when his own solo career hasn't exactly been setting the charts on fire. The public's reaction to all of this has been just as divided as you'd expect. One fan wrote, "I don't even like Cardi, but Offset been wrong. She should have been left and he's wrong now. Like he's gaslighting her. I wish her peace." Meanwhile, others were less sympathetic, with one commenter saying, "Cardi is an example of what happens when you get famous too fast and don't know how to conduct yourself. You miss all the character building and you just become a fool with money." The internet, as always, has no shortage of opinions, and the drama between these two has given everyone plenty to talk about.
Cardi B.
Cardi B
got her cheek back, allegedly.
I hope that ain't true.
One of the most eyebrow-raising moments in this saga came when Cardi decided to respond to a fan's nasty comment about her. The commenter suggested that Offset's infidelity was understandable, because there are women on social media who look better than Cardi and can also cook. Instead of ignoring the insult, Cardi escalated the situation by sharing private messages from Offset, where he was practically begging her to take him back. "I miss you," he wrote, along with some explicit language about what he wanted to do. Cardi's decision to air this out only added more fuel to the fire, and Offset fired back by accusing her of being addicted to stirring up chaos.
And by time passing, we grew with each other.
Did you ever do therapy?
We did a little therapy.
I'm in therapy now, it helps.
Cardi eventually took to Instagram Live to vent her frustrations, and let's just say she didn't hold back. She revealed that the drama with Offset had caused her current romantic situation to fall apart, with her new boyfriend breaking things off because he didn't want to deal with the baggage. "I'm cutting off my whole roster before the year ends," she said, clearly exasperated. "If it's not one making it hot, it's the other. I can't even have peace." At this point, it's hard to see how things could get any worse between these two. But if history is any indication, they'll find a way. Whether it's through more messy social media posts, leaked private messages, or new accusations, Cardi and Offset seem determined to drag this breakup out as publicly and painfully as possible. And while some fans are rooting for them to find some kind of resolution for the sake of their children, others are just here for the drama, popcorn in hand. So what do you think? Is Cardi right to demand Offset sign the papers and move on? Or is Offset justified in holding out for a custody agreement he feels is fair? And do you think there's any chance these two will ever find a way to co-parent peacefully? Or are they doomed to keep far forever? Let us know your thoughts, and as always, stay tuned for the next chapter in this wild saga. Because if there's one thing we know about Cardi and Offset, it's that the drama is far from over.